protect spending in Wales. The SNP leader, Alex Salmond, has predicted his party will win a substantial victory in Scotland.
We've got the right message in this campaign. I think people are crying out for a different kind of Member of Parliament. They want local champions as opposed to the shenanigans we've seen at Westminster. But I also think people realise we need national champions for Scotland. These are difficult times we're moving into.
We will always put the interests of Wales first, the needs of the people of Wales to get a fair funding formula, looking after pensioners and children, defending our schools and hospitals. All that can only be done if we can get more Plaid Cymru MPs to defend our interests.
All right, we can speak to our political editor, Nick Robinson, now. He's in Bristol. Nick, even after all this campaigning, so much of it, you've seen it, you've watched it, and those TV debates, we're told millions of people are still undecided. Why do you think that is?
Millions of people, and many more than in previous recent elections, George. Polling tells us that about 20% of people said they made their minds up in the last week in each of the recent elections. Now people suggest that up to 40% may still be ready to change their mind. And I think it's for an obvious reason. After all that has gone wrong in the economic system and in the political system, all the anxiety about the future, people aren't sure. They say overwhelmingly they want change. They don't say what sort of change they want, and they don't know whether they're willing to take the risk of change. And so each party leader, as you've just heard of the big parties, therefore tries to get down to their core message. I was on that shop floor at 1 o'clock in the morning this morning when Mr Cameron was doing his tour, and I met a voter going through, I think, what millions of other people are going through now, saying to me, well, look, is it personality? Is it policy I should care about? Is it history? I said, you're going to have to decide. And he said to me, I don't think I will know until that pencil is just over the box when I have to actually vote.
All right, Nick, thank you very much. And you can find all you need to know about the election by visiting the BBC News website. You'll find guides to where the parties stand on the issues and a guide to how to vote for first-time voters. Now, the time is coming up to 6:15. On the eve of the 2010 election, all the political parties are fighting for every last vote. With just over 12 hours to go before voting starts, the polls suggest millions of voters have yet to decide which party to support.
Later on BBC London, a look at one of the biggest issues in this election campaign, immigration. Plus, when X marks the spot, why your ballot paper has more to offer this time round. That and more coming up at 6:30.